Good afternoon. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to afternoon news source only here at Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune page on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. Veteran journalist dies of a heart attack while covering the opening of classes at Manuel A. Rojas Elementary School. The House prosecution panel in Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment trial told the Senate that her official answer to the articles of impeachment failed to provide material response. The death toll from the collapse of the nine-story building under construction in Barangay Balibago, Angeles City rose to 30. The number of aftershocks recorded following the magnitude 7.8 earthquake that struck off Sarangani on Monday has climbed to 1,100. Alleged threats to the Senate have prompted the new majority to tighten security measures within the premises of the chamber, according to Senate President Pro Tempore Sherwin Gatchalian. The Philippines has reopened access to poultry imports from Argentina after veterinary authorities confirmed that the South American country has fully contained its outbreak from highly pathogenic avian influenza. The Philippine Sports Commission on Monday announced the creation of a sports stakeholders panel following the deaths of Ateneo student athletes. Actress and television host Mele Canteveros has turned to social media to rally support for families affected by the powerful earthquake. Today is 9 June 2026, Tuesday, and I'm Louise Kalingag, bringing you today's top stories. Let's get started. Veteran journalist Mar de la Oclaman died of a heart attack while covering the opening of classes at Manuel A. Rojas Elementary School. Oclaman, 61, had accompanied his son to the school on June 8, 2026, and was taking photographs of the annual event when he experienced chest pains and collapsed on a curb. A bystander performed cardiopulmonary resuscitation at the scene, but the journalist was pronounced dead upon arrival at the local hospital. The House prosecution panel on Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment trial told the Senate that her official answer to the articles of impeachment failed to provide material response to the accusations against her, prompting them to forego filing a formal rebuttal. In a five-page manifestation submitted through House Secretary General Cheloy Garafil, the prosecution argued that Duterte's response focused on procedural, jurisdictional, and constitutional objections rather than addressing the factual allegations contained in the complaint. The filing effectively concludes the initial phase of the impeachment proceedings. The death toll from the collapse of a nine-story building under construction in Barangay Balibago, Angeles City rose to 30 as search, rescue, retrieval, and clearing operations entered their 17th day on Tuesday. The latest victim was extricated at 12:18 a.m. according to the Bureau of Fire Protection Central Zone, which is overseeing operations at the site. The recovery came just hours after responders retrieved the 29th victim at 9:37 p.m. on Monday, continuing a series of recoveries that pushed casualty count higher more than 2 weeks after the May 24 collapse. The number of aftershocks recorded following the magnitude 7.8 earthquake that struck off Sarangani on Monday has climbed to 1,100 as of 8 a.m. Tuesday, according to state seismologists. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology said the aftershocks range from magnitude 1.3 to 6.7, showing continued seismic activity near the quake's origin. 313 of the aftershocks were plotted and 23 were felt by residents in the area. Alleged threats to the Senate have prompted the new majority to tighten security measures within the premises of the chamber, according to Senate President Pro Tempore Sherwin Gatchalian. Aside from implementing vehicle inspections, security perimeter barriers were also set up just outside the gates of the Senate building, which has become a common sight for rallies. Gatchalian explained the situation, citing the supposed threats against the Senate based on intelligence reports that they have been receiving. The Philippines has reopened access to poultry imports from Argentina after veterinary authorities confirmed that a South American country has fully contained its outbreak of highly pathogenic avian influenza, allowing trade restrictions to be lifted. The Department of Agriculture issued Department Circular Number 29, signed by Agriculture Secretary Francisco P. Chu Laurel, formally removing earlier restrictions imposed under Circular Number 13, which covered a wide range of poultry products and breeding materials. The policy shift comes after Argentina's animal health authorities reported that no new cases of bird flu had been detected following containment efforts, restoring the country's disease-free classification under international animal health standards. The Philippine Stock Exchange ended higher with the benchmark PSCI rising 50.51 points or 0.86% to 5,929.92. The broader oil shares index also advanced to 0.56% to 3,320.64, reflecting improvement in investor sentiment. Most sectoral indices posted gains, led by services of 1.59% and industrials of 0.88%. Holding firms and financials also closed higher, helping lift the market. Meanwhile, property of 0.22% and mining and oil of 0.46% were the only sectors to finish in a negative territory, tempering the broader market's gains. The Philippine Sports Commission on Monday announced the creation of a sports stakeholders panel following the deaths of Ateneo student athletes Divine Adili and Rene Clert Baterbonia during a team building activity in Dipaculaw, Aurora. The PSC said the panel will support the efforts of the Philippine National Police and Department of Justice in establishing a clear, accurate, and comprehensive understanding of the incident. The multi-stakeholder body will include representatives from the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, the University Athletic Association of the Philippines, the Commission on Higher Education, and the National Youth Commission. Actress and television host Melay Cantaveros has turned to social media to rally support for families affected by the powerful earthquake that recently struck parts of Mindanao, including her hometown General Santos City. In an emotional Facebook post, the Kapamilya star expressed gratitude that her family remains safe while offering prayers for those still dealing with the aftermath of the disaster. She also called to the public to extend assistance to affected communities, particularly hospitals that urgently need temporary shelter facilities. Tribu, did you know on June 9, 1975, the Philippines and the People's Republic of China formally established diplomatic relations. This event marked a turning point in Southeast Asian diplomacy during the Cold War era as the Philippines shifted from recognizing the Republic of China or Taiwan engaging directly with Beijing. Now viral with 500,000 views is a father showing the name tag he made for his daughter ahead of the new school year. The catch of the nameplate was the design inspired by traditional jeepney nameplates.
Sabi yung name tag mo. Bakit? Ayaw mo?
Sophie, maganda naman.
Sophie. Jeep yarn. Ayaw mo? Gusto mo na. Kunin mo na.
That's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Louise Kalingag, and this has been Tribune News on Q.